Welcome back. I'm Sarah Bernard, and this is STL TV Live. MERS Goodwill's Hilary Wagner and SLATE's Alice Prince are joining me in the studio to talk about their work providing jobs in our community, which is always a great topic, and it's so nice that we have people like you guys helping us out with jobs. So, Alice, you work for SLATE, which is a city office. Right. Tell us a little bit about that. I don't know if everybody is familiar with SLATE.
Okay, so SLATE stands for St. Louis Agency or Training and Employment, and we're the Workforce Investment Board. Our funding comes from the Department of Labor, and so we have the Missouri Career Center. The Missouri Career Center is open for any adult, dislocated worker, anybody who's looking for a job or looking to upgrade their skills. We also help employers with their job search as well. If employers are wanting to hire individuals, they come to our office and we help find the perfect match for them. Now, I specifically work with the Youth Services Department. Okay. So what I do is help youth who have barriers to employment. The youth live in the city and they exhibit a number of barriers. They're considered at-risk youth, and we help them with their barriers to employment. So we help them fulfill educational goals, outcomes, training, and employment.
So the youth come into your office and apply for help or ask for help?
So we don't directly work with them, but we fund agencies such as MERS Goodwill, Covenant House, Employment Connection, FWCA, and well, we fund two ends of MERS Goodwill, and they actually work directly with the youth.
Okay, so this is a perfect segue to Hilary, who's here with MERS Goodwill. You all are very active in the whole St. Louis metropolitan area. So tell us a little bit about the whole organization, and then we'll talk more about how you guys work together.
Well, most people know of MERS Goodwill is the stores, of course, the Goodwill stores that people love to shop at. We also have a division that is our employment and training division. We provide services for people with barriers similar to, as Alice mentioned, people who have disabilities, youth who are having difficulty finding jobs, and honestly, it's just kind of a mixture of different services around the state. We cover, between our stores and our services, about 90 counties between Missouri and Illinois. We serve almost 50,000 people a year. Wow. And so in St. Louis, our services are really focused on individuals with disabilities, as I mentioned, and then youth. And those youth are generally running into some type of difficulty, whether that's something like they're pregnant or parenting or having some academic difficulties or involvement in the legal system. It's a number of different things.
So how do you specifically reach out to these youth, or are they coming to you?
You know, honestly, they tend to come to us. There is so much need in the city, and so we do certainly reach out. We partner with different agencies and we share that information, but a lot of times the youth, it's word of mouth in the neighborhoods, and they come to us.
Yeah, that's really great. So everybody knows the stores, and the stores, I would imagine, are funding these programs. Is that right?
The way our services work, we tend to have an additional funding source, such as we're working with SLATE. We have a youth contract with SLATE that we're working with in and out of school youth in St. Louis City. And then, you know, with that funding typically doesn't cover quite the whole program, so then that's what the stores are really there to support, those those types of programs, but also other programs that don't have any type of funding source.
Right, so you guys have a lot going on. So how do you work together? You're both reaching out to youth and to people with disabilities, and obviously you overlap in some ways. So how does that all come together?
A lot. If you don't mind. The bulk of it really is when people in St. Louis City think about employment, they think SLATE. And so people tend to go to the SLATE office, and then for those youth services, the workers at SLATE then refer to us or to other agencies. And then Alice's team, the Youth Services Department, is a great support to our employees, our case managers who are working directly with the youth, just to really make sure that there's that information, best practices and resources available is really getting to all of the teams that are involved in working with our youth.
Right, and I know in our next segment we're going to talk more specifically about the youth job opportunities that we have right now in the city through you all. But SLATE is something we talk about every week on the show. I talk about the jobs that are out available right now. How can people, besides STL TV, what are some other ways people can find out about what SLATE has to offer and the jobs that are open?
Definitely come down to our offices. Come down to our offices, be active in your job search, be active and be a part of our systems. We have an office located in Del Mar, and we have one located downtown in the heart of our city.
And also a website?
A website, yeah. www.stlworks.com.
Yeah, and all the jobs are posted there, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, so, and I love what you said about being active in your job search. If people are active and approach a job search as a job in and of itself, they'll be so much more successful. It's been proven for everyone who's been there. So we're going to take a quick break right now, but Alice and Hilary are going to stick around to talk to us some more about after this break, so don't go anywhere.